To the Northwestern Wildcats, and away we go. And it'll be Larson running the point. His numbers 52% on 3 balls this season.
Coach Green starting Christian Wright today, trying to get a little defense going in there on Larson.
Wright wears number 5. Here's Larson. They work it down on the baseline to B.J. Mack. He's at 3rd scoring option. Bigelow tickles the twine, and Isaiah Bigelow puts Wofford out in front. And here comes Georgia. Slon mentioned, you've got Christian Wright making his first start. Nice move by Cook. Ingram for the tie.
Cook does so well.
Like the way this thing started here. A couple of 3. Yeah, we said the 3 ball.
Yeah, that's it.
Key. There you go.
They played right into it. Great penetrating pitch there by Cook, setting up Ingram for the 3.
Here's Larson, the forward. Sam Godwin wears 14, and that one's going to rattle out no good for Bigelow. Here comes Georgia, as Wofford suffered a tough injury last week, losing Messiah Jones, one of the Terriers' top players, foot injury, so he's out for the season. Godwin getting the start in Jones' place. Penetration there from Ingram, the floater, in and out, not getting in good with the left hand.
Ingram's really done a good job. Penetrate, under control, draws the contact, still can finish. And he, Bridges, and Cook are really going a good try upper group, getting Georgia with a good start.
That's a tremendous block. The high riser, Cario Oquendo, who will try and finish on the other end, and he does. The block in the bucket.
Oh boy, both teams come out of the low bounce to him, especially Georgia. Another tough 3-game stretch here. Making out a lot of bounce both on both ends of the floor. A lot of movement on offense. Window, great weak side help, gets that block, and then turns and just flat out runs the court.
And B.J. Mack, number 33 for Wofford, averages 12 a game. Oquendo, no good on the foul shot. Bigelow with the rebound. So Georgia has scored 7 in a row. Bigelow with the pick and roll, guarded by Oquendo. It's Godwin popping out high. Larson to his left. Mack with a head fake. Bigelow with 10 to shoot. 2 minutes in, 7-3 Georgia. Klesmit, he has got all kinds of range. Misfires there, and here's Wright on the run. And a blocking foul. The Terriers not happy with that one. Ryan Larson picks up his first.
Yeah, Larson's a heady player. He was in kind of no man's land. Do I take a charge? Not take a charge. Wright was really pretty much under control. Was not out of control. Kind of pulled up a little bit. Good play by the freshman right there. Gets himself rewarded.
So here's Christian Wright, 10 of 14 from the line this season, 71%. And my partner was all over Wright early, talking about what he could do defensively, and just a player who can handle and find ways, even if he's not scoring, he's a good distributor of the basketball. You spotted early, he and Cook play well together.
They really do. They really make a nice combo out there. Both defend. Both are unselfish players, looking to make the assists as well, take their shots. Christian Wright really has made a great impression. The freshman coming in here playing really good basketball for Georgia.
9 straight scored by the Bulldogs. As Bigelow out high finds Larson. Here's Mack stepping out, now backing down against Oquendo, and a blocking foul call. So that was the borderline there. I know that's tough for officials. Did the shower get lowered beyond that point? Was there a bit of a flop? Yeah, a little in between.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I think Quendo was playing defense to take a charge the whole time. I think the officials saw that, so I think it was the right call.
I agree. Inbounds to Bigelow from Larson. Nice move by Bigelow getting inside, but he leaves it short.
Bigelow's one of those enigmas. This has a really low 3-point shooting percentage, but an outstanding free throw percentage. But he's already hit 1 3 here to get the game started.
Wofford with a tray from Bigelow, and now Georgia with 9 straight points. And Ingram with Georgia's first 5 as he holds and feeds to Bridges, who loses a handle. Bigelow trying to save it. We got bodies on the floor, and we'll wait on the call. This is going to be on Georgia's Braylon Bridges. So that is his first. Wofford with Morgan Safford into the game, a 6'2" sophomore from Columbus, Ohio, averages 7 a game. And when you lose a frontline starter like Wofford does, there's no Messiah Jones. So even beyond losing him, just the domino effect it has for your starting lineup, for your roster, for your substitution pattern, that's tough.
All the way down the line with it, Jeff. Great observation, especially with the Southern Conference level. You have a 6'8" proven player, a guy who can really play. You lose him, the drop-off significant. So you guys have really got to step up, next man up. Old saying, you got to come through with it, but it really affects your roster, how you manage when getting a bonus situation, who's coming in the game.
And let's take a look at these Terriers thus far this season. 4-2, picked to finish 3rd in the Southern Conference. They were 2nd in the SoCon last year, and they can score it. There you see Jay McCauley, who played at Georgia back in the early to mid-2000s, was a graduate assistant coach, and he was one of those rising stars in the business. Larson with a nice head fake right, able to catch up. Klesmit to Mack with 5 to shoot. Into a double, fading away. Another one won't go, so Wofford getting some good looks. They're just not dropping. Georgia in the midst of a 9-0 run. Oquendo from deep. Klesmit on the weak side. See if Wofford can get something going in the secondary transition. Good job spotting up by Georgia defensively. Klesmit's banker will go, and that breaks the Georgia run.
Klesmit again, he's stepping up, he's a scorer, knows his role, great body control, sees the opportunity, got no weak side help come at all. Be able to go one-on-one, take Oquendo to the rack.
Georgia really needing a big game from Braylon Bridges. He and Cook have been Georgia's most consistent players. There's not a lot of size for the Dogs after Bridges, who catches and can't finish. Nice defense on the back end there by Safford. Wofford out penetrating.
Set baseline out of bounds play. Little handoff. Larson's the inbounder, comes back around off the handoff. Great action by Jay McCauley and his team. Execute that.
Well, that's just an old classic play and still works. Cook to right. Can't answer. And Luke Turner, you got 0 against 0 there. This will be on Georgia's 0. Jalen Ingram. So Slon, you coached this game for a long, long time. When you lose a frontline player like that, we talked about the trickle-down effect, what it does for your substitutions. What do you tell your guys who are getting A, additional minutes, and B, maybe playing out of position?
No doubt. You just say, hey, look, you try to build confidence in them. Say, this is your moment in time, your opportunity. You're ready. We're going to work with you in practice and film sessions and get you ready to play for time. So just, it's your moment, your time, get it done.
Here's Mack against Bridges. Good matchup there. A little up and under. Can't finish. Great fight and effort for that offensive board. Bodies tumbling. And I believe we've got another foul on Georgia. Boy, Mack with great energy down low.
Yeah, Bridges is putting that body on him hard. I thought he got a little extreme there, but the refs let him play, which I like. We don't want him to see a bunch of foul shooting today. So, but Mack is ready to play. He likes the contact down there. Physical player. He's just going to come at you relentlessly.
And Jay McCauley's team talking about with Mack, he really worked hard on his body, improving the conditioning. And another thing, when you lose one of your starters, your frontline guys, they've got to.
No question. So he's going to be expecting more of them, a few more rebounds per game, a few more points, a few more touches.
Klesmit off the entry. That one won't go. The stick back will. Flying high, Morgan Safford, and the Terriers have taken a 10-9 lead.
Well, a couple of those close misses they had earlier, they're putting them down now. Again, another great baseline out of bounds play. Klesmit just didn't knock it down, but boy, Safford threw flying to the boards.
Well, your mentor, the father of Georgia basketball, Hugh Durham, always said basketball a game of runs. It's 3-0 Wofford. Georgia scored 9 in a row. Now the Terriers have hit for 7 straight.
It's going to be a fun game today. Two good teams here battling it out.
Cook with the shot clock winding down, won't go. Mack right there for the board. He'll let Turner pull it down. Secondary transition. Mack, nice kick out to Klesmit. They do a great job finding the open man. Turner's tray is good, and it's Wofford by 4.
They really space you. They run their spots. They're all out, 4 guys out behind that three-point line. Kept Georgia's defense scrambling right there.
5 different Terriers have scored 3 with 3-point field goals. Jackson Etter, a sharpshooter for Georgia into the game, along with Ty McMillan. Cook to the floor, cannot save the possession. Terriers with numbers. Great hustle on the back end from Wright.
Pushing right. He saw it. He had to get back. Got his hand on that basket. Another deflection for him.
Let's take a look at Turner's three and just staying ahead of the defense.
And great defense the other end. Mack runs the floor. The big guy gets it. And then here they are, just spacing you. We're going to see this throughout the game tonight. There's going to be somebody in the corner, somebody on the wings. Constantly, they're going to move that basketball and find the open guy. Take the next spot. They will make the next pass.
Well, one thing for Wofford for the mid-majors, when they run into most SEC schools, it's tough not to get worn down by the size. On the flip side of that, when you defend these Terriers, you got to play catch-up. They make you play chase with the way they move the basketball. Mack can't hit the three. The long rebound goes to Eddard. Cook will pull it back out. You can see number 15, Austin Patterson from Sonora, California, into the lineup for Wofford. Jabri Abdur-Rahim, a transfer from Virginia, in for the Bulldogs. McMillan backs in, and Klesmet will be whistled for the foul.
You don't want your lead scorer making those kind of fouls, reaching in right there.
Well, fouls are going to happen. What you hate to have happen, though, is to waste one.
That's
when
right.
You're not having the opportunity to make a play.
Absolutely. McMillan's not a big threat down here, not a big scorer. Let him go. Let him be handled one-on-one in the post. Let that one have him.
McMillan, a 6'9" junior from New Orleans. Here's Cook. Behind the back dribble against Klesmet. Ingram with a step out. He spins. 10 to shoot from the left elbow. That one's short. And Wofford with the ball and a 4-point lead. Terriers scored 10 straight. Trying to make it 13 in a row. That one's off target. Boy, how about the bounce from Bigelow? Can't finish, and it's McMillan with the rebound for the Bulldogs. And a jump ball call. Arrow to Georgia.
The one thing, teams that shoot a lot of threes right now, Wofford on a season shooting 47% of their shots taken are from the three. So what that leads to is a great offensive rebound opportunity. So you're already seeing they're sending two every time a three-point shot goes up. Wofford sends two weak side guys flying to the boards. They've got to figure if they miss, it's a long rebound.
That negates the size disadvantage that the Terriers will face. Cook's runner won't go. Abdur-Rahim, talk about it a lot. Love the reset back to 20 on the offensive boards. Cook no good. Georgia's gone cold. Bigelow playing well. Godwin wears 14. 12 minutes to play here in the first half. Wofford with the ball up by 4. Safford with his back to the basket on a cut. And this is going to be another tie-up to shoot for the Terriers off the dead ball. Bigelow's three, no go. And the rebound tip to Georgia's McMillan. Dogs led 9-3, and Georgia now trails 13-9. Patterson guarding the freshman Christian Wright. The show from B.J. Mack. High post from Ingram scores.
That's a good call. I think that's a design play out of timeout. They try to get Ingram isolated. He's been money so far. Again, get him around the basket, high percentage shot, see if he can draw a foul. Good call by Coach Green.
So that breaks the Wofford run. Georgia within 2. Patterson into the corner to Turner. Here's Mack, who's 40% on 3. Try to reverse. A pretty good off the ball defense by Georgia. 5 to shoot. Mack on the baseline. The turn fade is good. Great possession for Wofford.
Yeah, you know, they space you again. Georgia's switching everything on the perimeter. They couldn't get a three-point look. They drop it in down to their big guy, and Georgia's got to decide. We're going one-on-one in the post defense. We're going to try to run a second defender at them. Second defender came too late. At that time, Mack had a great little jump hook, sized him up, and scored.
Mack averages 12 a game. Here's Ingram. He takes steps.
He lost the pivot foot there, but that's good. Good call. Get Ingram. Again, they've been unsettled. They've gone 6 minutes without scoring. Ingram's a guy that can get things done. He can post you up inside, take you outside. So back-to-back possessions for Georgia. Good, smart move. Ingram got a little anxious there with the pivot foot, but again, smart play. That's how you break droughts. Get a high percentage shot. Get a guy that can finish for you inside.
Ingram averaged 13 a game at Florida Atlantic. Larson Left corner, Turner. McMillan with a rebound for Georgia. Nearing the midpoint of this first half, Wright out of control.
Christian Wright, that's been rare for him this season. He's been pretty much under control, not forcing action. He had nothing right there. That was an easy call for the official. And just got to size up the fast break, pull it back a little bit, see where your cutters are going, where guys are going through the lanes, where the seams are. And he'll learn that. He'll see the film session tomorrow.
Sometimes that upper body gets a little too much out in front.
Trying to make something happen. And it wasn't there. Just let the play develop. See what it is. He'll get seasoned. He's a smart player. And he'll realize what he's got to do.
Ryan Larson for Luke Turner. Here's Max Klesman on the right wing. Klesman, as we talked earlier, had 27 in Wofford's loss at South Carolina. The drive and the dish. Larson around the Max screen. Into the left corner. Turner's three ball. McMillan with a rebound for Georgia. I just think about Sloan, we're dinosaurs. That's the type of thing 40 years ago a coach would have strangled you for passing up a would-be layup, but now the percentages say, yeah, take the three.
That's right. Larson right there, I thought he had that little teardrop runner right there, the shot clock running down through the pass out. You're right.
Abdur Rahim fouled, so he will shoot three, as this will be on Luke Turner. And for me, I really think back, and it was Rick Pitino with that '87 Providence team, and then when he went to Kentucky, he was saying, I could shoot 40% on threes, and that's equal to your 60% on twos.
Absolutely.
And it started spinning things.
It really changed the dynamics of the game, without a doubt. I can remember playing Belmont one time. I was coaching that Mercer. We scored like 5 straight possessions, and we were down 12-10. I'm like, we couldn't play any better, but we were inside-oriented team, big guys, and they were just coming in there bombing threes.
Abdur Rahim hits the first two. He's got a really good stroke at the line. And his dad was some kind of great player, Sharif Abdur Rahim.
Great player, one of the greats of Georgia basketball, high school basketball history. But Abdur Rahim struggled a little bit in the free throw line up in Newark. It surprised me. They missed some shots, but again, he's been money, got a good free throw, good rotation.
None of those three even hit the rim. He could win you a teddy bear at the fair with that kind of stroke.
Absolutely.
So good to see him get back on track. Good game here today. Wofford leading Georgia 15-14. Noah Bauman into the lineup for Georgia as he checks Larson. Mack backing in against Bridges. Well, these two, it's getting physical. And Bridges will be called for his second personal.
Yeah, I thought Bridges got away with that earlier. The 2 hands in the back, pushing, and I think Jay McCauley was calling for that, asking for that, and he got it that time. It's the right call. You don't want the post play to get too rough. If it gets established early, that can be that physical, and it'll only get worse as the game goes on.
So it's 1-1 time. I thought I had 7 fouls on my score sheet. I have been known to mess things up before, but
all SEC scorekeeper Kurt Floyd was right on it. He wasn't going to miss that.
The greatest.
That's right.
So here is Mack, who is a terrific free throw shooter, 90%. And I just went and jinxed him. Enter with the rebound for Georgia. Cook to Bauman. Whoa. Reginald from the left elbow is short. Dalen Reginald, junior college standout. That three from Klesman won't go. And Bauman to the floor. That's going to be called a jump, and possession will go to Georgia. Bauman's one of those guys, Slime, we like to call him, he is a strong three-point shooter. He's 6'6", and when he gets the feet set, very effective.
Very effective. They missed him. He was ill up in Newark those 2 games, especially against Virginia. The teams that have beaten Virginia the last couple of years have shot the 3, and his inability to play that game at 8 minutes really affected the Georgia Bulldogs' chances against them.
Bridges play with the 2 fouls. Nice pass underneath, and Cook misses a bunny. Oh, he can't believe it. Mack with a rebound. Larson flying into forecourt. Mack fakes a 3. And this is tipped out to Wofford.
Deflection by Cook. Cook doesn't get many opportunities to post up a smaller defender. That's a set play again. Get Cook isolated on Larson post, but Cook's not normal. That used to be down there, that post action, back to the basket moves, and just couldn't put the ball in the hole. But again, good call. And put some pressure on Larson. Make him defend down there.
Hey, sometimes guys get too open, too.
That's right.
You're waiting for that defender.
You shoot a little quicker than you think you have to.
Back over for Larson, who's guarded by Cook. From the right elbow, Patterson misfires. Original can't control the rebound, but Bauman able to save it for Georgia. Dogs trying to get the lead back. Eder for three. Can't quite get the shooter's touch. Original's stick back won't go, but he will step to the foul line.
Original's really trying to find himself. Junior college, been in transition, was out for a little while, and missed some practice time. Again, he's bouncy, plays hard, but just got to, everything's going to kind of click for him sooner or later. But some of the shots are hitting in front of the rim for him right now. He'll start knocking them down as he gets the feel of Division I basketball.
Original from Kansas City, Missouri, ties the game, rattling home the foul shot. Well, big factor right now, Klesmit going to the bench. Slon, Klesmit for Wofford, Bridges for Georgia, both with 2 fouls.
And neither one really affected the game very much offensively. So been quiet so far, but yeah, it's going to play a role. Both of the coaches are going to try to see if they get them back in the game for the first half here, risk that 3rd foul or not.
Original hits them both, and the Georgia lead is 1, 16-15 Bulldogs. Mack and Bridges banging down low. That pass a little behind Bigelow. Safford down the left baseline, gets inside. Original with the block right to Bridges, giving the Bulldogs a little energy off the bench. Cook out high. Back and forth we go. Tight game in Athens on a Sunday afternoon. 7.5 to play. Georgia leading Wofford 16-15. Bauman for 3. That won't go, and it's Turner with the rebound. Excuse me, Larson with the rebound. Larson into forecourt. Here's Mack stepping out for a 3. The bank is open.
Yeah, that one element in their offense is the big guy. When he comes out for ball reversal, he has the option to shoot. Matt was feeling it. He was not hesitating to take that shot.
So Wofford back out in front, 18-16. He's 40% on threes, and now we're tied. Boy, he could use either hand, Braylon Bridges.
He's really a good low post player. Again, this guy's sealed on his back. Can go either way, juke either shoulder. It's a tough scout. I'm telling the big how to defend him because he can go both ways.
Bridges with his first bucket. Larson left open for 3. That won't go. Strong side rebound to Mack at a fresh 20. Mack Spindler is a coach that you have to play that by feel. If it stays like that, if it's 3, 4, 5 point game, you don't roll the dice. As Cook thought about a 3, but they left him, and he finishes this time.
Great job by Cook, making a little hesitation dribble, read the defense. Miscommunication by Wofford on the switch right there, and Cook took advantage of it. Good read by the veteran guard.
Back-to-back buckets by the Bulldogs. There's Turner. Godwin back in. Godwin starting for the injured Messiah Jones. 10 to shoot. Godwin back again. Lefty finish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different Terriers have scored. A 20-20 tie.
Taylor getting some minutes tonight for Georgia inside there.
Yeah, first time we've seen Josh Taylor, a 6'9" sophomore out of Norcross. He gets the pass and the finish. Eder with the assist.
Great job by Eder. Taylor keep going. Coach Green and the staff has a lot of confidence. I really think Taylor's going to develop into a good player. Played for one of my former players at Norcross, Jesse McMillan, great coach over there.
Deep 3, good, and the foul. A chance for the 4-point play. Austin Patterson tickling the twine.
Yeah, great movement by Wofford. Workload. Georgia's been so good on their closeouts here. But Wofford, again, corner top of that screen, Eder just loses his balance. Crashes into it. Patterson gets the opportunity for the 4-point play.
You just don't see that very often. Both teams now have had 8 different players score in this game.
Yeah, that's amazing. Again, just not what we really expected. It's starting to pick up a little bit here offensively since the last time out.
That is a big play, the rare 4-point play. Austin Patterson giving Wofford a 2-point lead.
Eder wants to trail that shooter, not go over the top of that screen. Gets you in trouble. That shooter's going to fade on you like Patterson did. Get the great look.
Cross court, Cook. Nice move with the stutter step against Bigelow and the kick. And he had Taylor breaking open.
Cook does a nice job. Look at that old in and out move. Keep it simple. A little explosion on that first step when he uses it.
Crossover. Nice feed, and Taylor bumped a bit. That was a bailout foul for Georgia. That possession wasn't really going anywhere, but you have to finish that possession defensively, and Wofford couldn't that time.
Good little pick and roll there. Both the big man jumped out on Cook. Cook read it and fast. Bigelow got there just in time to foul. The coach's dream, and will not be fun in film session tomorrow.
I love that line. Just in time to foul. So here's Taylor with a chance to tie it. Oh. Well, better to do that at home than on the road. Oh, we talked about Jay McCauley, the head coach at Wofford, that played here at Georgia back from 2002 through 2006. Was a walk-on, very good player, and always wanted to be a coach. Was a grad assistant here. Went to Wofford, moved around some, came back as the associate head coach, and now the head man. He was a part of that great team they had in 2019, went 30-5, 18-0 in the SoCon. Beat Seton Hall in the NCAA tournament. There's a nice hook from Godwin to give him 4. And he is really a star on the rise in this business.
Yeah, Jay's done a really good job, and he sold Richard Johnson, longtime athletic director, and he would try to take this program to another level.
Nice stick back by Taylor.
Taylor getting his first crack at some serious minutes, sustained minutes, producing out there on the court so far. Again, Coach Stead really feels he's got a bright future ahead of him. Good to see him get the opportunity today.
Well, it hits for different players at different times.
Husband did come back in the game for Wofford.
Rolling the dice. Klesman, the Terriers' leading scorer, playing with 2 fouls. Patterson just made that 4-point play, 5 to shoot. Klesman. The fade away from the foul line won't go.
So they are one of the hardest things to do in athletics is sustain success. But Wofford is built to sustain their success in the Southern Conference.
And Wofford, 5 NCAA tournament appearances in the 2010s. We mentioned that 2019 team. They were a 7 seed. I mean, for a mid-major, that's unheard of. Beat Seton Hall, lost to Kentucky by 6. And Mike Young, as Slon mentioned, their head coach, he left to go to Virginia Tech. Jay McCauley getting the call, and he has kept the train on the tracks. Jackson Eder with a drive. Nice dish up, and Ingram can't finish. And the loose ball will go out of bounds. It's going to be a push. It'll be a foul on Georgia. And this is one, if it is tight at the end, as we figure, that's going to be on Ingram. You think about the short one missed by Cook, the short one missed by Ingram. If it's a 1-2-point game with 25 seconds as a coach, those are the ones.
Oh,
gosh,
you got you at night
when
you can't sleep. Absolutely. It was right there, point blank, just couldn't be. And Ingram's been a finisher. He's done it so far in this game. That's his second foul here with 3 to go now.
Yeah, it's a factor. Georgia's carrying a heavy foul load now. 4 players with 2 fouls, Ingram, Oquendo, Wright, and Bridges. Patterson's foul shot, swisheroo. So he is 2 for 2. And the Terriers are 2 for 3 as a team. Wofford has 3 starters shooting 90% or better. And bang. Nice stroke there from Austin Patterson. Tom Crean shouting the play across the way as Wofford makes a defensive change. Mack coming back in, and Godwin. Well, Georgia's gotten a good boost with Christian Wright and Josh Taylor. Just trying to find some different combinations. Cook against a double. Pull up 3, that is good. Jabri Abdur-Rahim.
He knocked that down, the hand in his face, but Cook again, just a little bit dribble penetration, sucked in Bigelow, took the extra step for help. Found Abdur-Rahim wide open over there. Quick release, nice shot.
Mack with a baby hook, it won't go. Excellent work by Godwin on the boards, but the stick back.
Third, Klesman's out of the game as well.
Offered by 1. Moving screen. I believe this will be on Georgia's Tyron McMillan. It is. Yeah, this is one of those, obviously, both teams would like a surge to go into the half, but at the same time, when you're battling a bit of a foul situation, you just don't want a disaster here down the stretch.
Absolutely. Again, play solid defense. You know, Wofford's a really good free throw shooting team. You don't want to give them an opportunity here. You got to shoot two, you know, at the line, free throws. Again, good solid. Georgia's played good defense so far this game. We've maintained here the last 2 minutes.
Oh, Mack able to chase it down. 103 seconds to go in this first half. Nice pass from Bigelow. Godwin with the left hand.
Yeah, Wofford's been playing those two bigs together much of this game and really trying to go back to the basket, inside touches when they had that mismatch inside with Georgia with the 4 perimeter guys. There's going to be a mismatch down low.
You mentioned earlier the Terriers picked to finish 3rd in the SoCon. They are always a factor and certainly figure to be. Mack with the interception. So Wofford with the ball in a 3-point lead. Just over a minute to play in the first half. And the lob too far. Cook, as Georgia can cut it to 1 with a 2 or tie it with a 3, and Abdur Rahim knocks it down.
Great job. Bigelow made a bad decision.
Here's Larson, the double screen. Oh, and a moving pick, and Jay McCauley does not like this. It'll be on Godwin, so that'll be his second.
Assistant coach has got to get Klesman out. They got to get Klesman out of there now. We do have that offensive possession. We want it. There you go.
So that'll be called player control. No free throws there.
They don't leave Klesman in. Risk his.
No, sir. This is the point of the game. You can't win it, but you can lose it. Nice move by Cook down the baseline. Pull up over Larson won't go. Abdur Rahim came flying in for the tip, but it wouldn't go down. Safford, Bigelow to his right, 30 and 22 on the clocks. Klesman, Mack, Larson, 14 to shoot, 8-second differential. Mack, back it in, little double pump, knocks it down, and it's at 16.4.
I thought Wofford made surprise with the zone right there, but they are going to stay in man.
So it's a Terriers by 2, 10 seconds to go here in the first half. Abdur Rahim's been feeling it for Georgia, going backwards with 5. A deep 3, it's good. And this first half.
You're going to be looking for him coming off this double stagger right here.
There is Klesman on the drive, little bump in the finish.
Great move, run that double stagger. You got to get help defense. Anytime you're guarding a double stagger, somebody's got to help that curl cut. Klesman does a nice read, gets to the hoop.
Klesman 0 for 3 on threes. Let's see if that little floater there might help him get everything timed out. There's Bridges who scores and draws the foul. Do you go to Klesman and Bridges? Right on cue.
You got it. You got it, Jeff. You go. Yeah, great job by Bridges getting one-on-one ISO. Yeah, he's a young man to go either way. Right shoulder, left shoulder. Comes back to the left hand right there. Great shot, great form.
So Godwin picks up his 3rd foul. Godwin had 6 points in the first half. And Morgan Safford back into the lineup. And both of these teams had 8 players score in the first half. Wofford coming in with a record of 4 and 2. Georgia at 2 and 4. Nine lead changes now. The 3-point play from Bridges gives the Bulldogs a 2-point lead.
Christian Wright is picking up Larson, trying to wear him down. Full court, just trying to turn him, wear him down a little bit, trying to disrupt him and get him fatigued.
Maybe get those legs a little tired late. Deep 3, Safford won't go. Can he chase down his own miss? You bet. Great hustle there. Mack has been solid for Wofford here today. Klesman, Bigelow for 3, won't go. And a foul. Let's see if this is on Ingram. It is, and that is number 3. Fighting for position. And it'll be Georgia's possession.
Safford's been active on the offensive glass. He really flies to the boards. Ingram got away with a little push there. Well, didn't get away with it. Got called for it, obviously, but didn't put his butt on him. Went with the arm, trying to box him out.
When Georgia was down against Northwestern in the first half, trying to cut into that lead some, going to the bench, and that's when you can find some guys who want it or fight for those minutes. Original, one of those players for Georgia, and he'll be tested here as Oquendo flies into forecourt and finishes.
Oh, great job on defense by Oquendo. Get that deflection, get that hand in the passing lane. Larson didn't make the right read. Oquendo on his way. Loads up and crams it home.
Georgia by 4. Its big lead has been 6. Mack will try and answer. Nifty spin move, but he can't finish. Oh my goodness, 2 at point blank. He did the hard part. Well, Oquendo feeling it, just on a mad dash to the baseline. Original, back to Cook. Christian Wright, the freshman, making his first start today. Bridges with that spin move, loses it out of bounds.
Georgia was trying to get a little separation right there. Trying to get a 6-point lead. Nice drop into Bridges. Just got a little anxious, a little ahead of himself, and lost the handles.
We talked about 2 short ones that Georgia missed. If Wofford loses this one by 1 or 2, they'll think about that one.
Yeah, I thought he was going to dunk the first one.
I did too. It's a great move. Larson, contact, he'll shoot a pair.
You see Larson was on a mission that time. The previous possession for Wofford, they got what they wanted. A 2-man game on the right side of the floor, and they got the switch. Mack had Wright down on the post, and Larson had Bridges out on the perimeter, and they didn't capitalize it. Larson went away from it, over-penetrated, threw the pass away for the Oquendo dunk. And you can tell Larson came down. He knew he was mad at himself for that mistake. He was going to make Georgia pay this possession.
Larson is now 10 of 13 on the season from the foul line. Wofford's got to feel pretty good. Klesmet and Larson both have just 4 points, and they're right in this thing. Now 4 and 5 for Klesmet and Larson. You just told Jay McCauley that, say those two are only going to have 9 at this point in the game. They're only going to be down by 2.
They'll take it right now, but got to get those guys going. Those are the money players. You got to get your stars going.
And certainly in a game like this for Wofford to pull it off, you got to have your guys be guys, and those are 2 players who can flat out stroke it. Cook has it taken away by Bigelow. Wofford can tie it with a 2. Trouble with the handle. That's nice defense air transition from Oquendo. Here's Klesmet driving against Original. Little fake, heady play to draw the foul.
This is really nice job. He's got to respect his 3-point shot so much. The tendency is to overrun that closeout. And Klesmet takes advantage. He'll show that shot fake. If he sees you overrunning that closeout, he's going to take it to the hole and draw that foul.
Klesmet is a dynamite free throw shooter. 15 of 16, 93.8% this season. And he is a Wisconsin native. And Coach Sloniker talked about it earlier. Wofford recruiting the Midwest heavily. And it's a little chilly up in Wisconsin. They come down and play in the South.
No doubt about it. They went, Mike Young, Jay was assistant coach there. They went to Minnesota, and the 3-star players from them in that 30-win team are from Minnesota. So they kept that recruiting. A lot of different states represented. Ironically, no Georgia player on their roster.
And Wofford, during that great run under Mike Young's run, they beat North Carolina twice in Chapel Hill, 2017 and 2019. Original fakes a 3. We're tied at 38. Terrific game here today. Cook from deep, no go. Bigelow, well, he'll get in there and mix it up. Larson with a bounce feed to Mack. Charge again. Cook with a terrific defensive play.
Great read by Cook.
Header into the corner. Oquendo so explosive with the light touch to give Georgia a 2-point lead.
Didn't get there. Stafford didn't cut the baseline off right here. Made a cardinal sin. You got to cut that baseline off, and they'll make them pay for it.
Georgia by 2. Stafford. Mack against Bridges. It's been a very good battle today. Backing and banging. The baby hook with a kiss.
Good move by Mack. Really had the feel right there. Bridges is both of them calmed down in the post. Was so physical first couple of possessions. Good play by Bridges, but really nice play by Mack. Get that bucket up there.
Bridges as Oquendo tries to back cut. Bigelow comes up with a steal. Larson for 3. No. Bridges with the board.
Outstanding crew.
Excellent crew. And the crew is Mike Nance, with the crew chief today. And he is joined by Garrett Shannon and Courtney Green. Original over to Cook with 10 to shoot, coming up at the 15-minute mark here in the second half. Quindo against Safford down the baseline, out to Original. Shot clock at 2. Dogs got to get one up, and Georgia's not going to do it. That's a great defensive stop for Wofford, and I would think for coaches universally is getting the shot clock violation the biggest lift and the biggest guarantee that you're going to get a lot of claps from your head coach when you get the 30-second stop.
Absolutely. Team defense, man, you're preaching it all the time. You're working on it every day in practice. And when you see a team come through, you get rewarded with it, you are pretty excited.
Guaranteed ovation from the bench.
Absolutely.
B.J. Mack back to the basket. Klesman stops into the corner. Bigelow 3 won't go. Mack tough on the offensive window. Off his left hand, out of bounds. Now, both teams having a little trouble finding the bottom of the net. So Christian Wright back in for Georgia as Cook will get a blow.
That's another possession. Wofford got what they wanted. They got the switch from Georgia. Got a little man. Eder was on Mack. They missed him, swung it to the weak side for the 3. And Mack had Eder down low. They're taking advantage of it.
Eder guarded by Patterson. 10 to shoot for Georgia. Eder a little up and under, gets cut off. McMillan driving in. Oh, and a reach. That's going to go on Klesman. That'll be his 3rd.
2 of his 3 fouls in that exact situation. He's trying to dive in on the post player. McMillan, second time on him, who's not really a big offensive threat. Klesman's going to regret those.
Yeah, that's one of those too. When they go over the film, Wofford's head coach Jay McCauley say you got to know your opposition there and pick your spots.
That's right.
Those are essentially wasted fouls for Wofford's leading scorer, who's a terrific player. So now it's all about time and score for when he comes back. Wright having trouble getting it in. Original. Wofford's defense very good on inbounds plays. Christian Wright, the freshman. For Oquendo inside the arc, stripped away at another foul. I believe this is going to be on the pass. Safford picks up his first. That is Wofford's 3rd foul. Georgia will maintain possession. A tie game, 40-40. It was a game of runs very early, but it's settled in, and the leads have been around 2, 3, 4 points in the last 20 minutes. Eder for McMillan, left baseline, pull up over Mack is good. So Ty McMillan, who averages 2.8, gets a bucket, and that is the 9th Bulldog to score.
Yeah, again, nice substitution in for Bridges. Get Bridges the blow. McMillan did a nice job. Kept his poise. Composure, got a face up there on Mack, and be able to bury the jumper.
Here's Larson. Left wing, Safford with the try. Little pump fake, hits the underside of the goal. He tried to draw the foul. Oquendo coming in, the high riser finishes. Oquendo can really run. He can really jump. He is a dynamic athlete.
Great push by Christian Wright. He knew he wanted to get the ball to Oquendo there in the whole run. He was patient in his fast break. Nice delivery, good assist. Oquendo with the finish.
Here's Mack driving and bumping with McMillan. Won't go, but a foul. He'll shoot 2. Going to throw one at you here, coaches. B.J. Mack, one of those players who might be a little bit more comfortable scoring when he's getting contact. At first, let's look at the bucket here by Oquendo.
Yeah, great fast break. Good patience by Wright. Oquendo get out there, get him out running. A little bounce pass, we catch chest high and finish the play. Back to your question about Mack. He does. He likes that body. He likes that action. Right there, one of the things you teach your bigs, once you feel that contact, you know you're being fouled. Your best friend is the backboard. Put on the glass. It's hard when you're being hit in the arm to finish with a swish right there. And he went for the swish. Well, didn't hit hard enough to not hit the back of the rim and come out. Should have been a 3-point play. But he banked it right there. Old phrase, Magic Johnson, after his first NBA game, the veterans told him, use the glass and you will last.
That square is there for a reason. Mack,
right.
great free throw shooter, 90%. The contact deal, I love the 76ers when I was a kid. Dr. J, Andrew, Tony, Mo Cheeks, Bobby Jones, and Moses Malone. And I remember hearing Tommy Heights, Moses, he's not comfortable unless guys are leaning on him, they're banging on him. And I always remember that for a lot of big guys, they are more comfortable when they're getting hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's Wright with the screen from Reginald. Wright, this little behind the back dribble, almost lost it. Oquendo with the penetration, and what's the call? It's going to go against Wofford. This is going to be on Bigelow. Now that's one of those slides I would think when you get towards the SEC, that's fairly easy to scout. Somebody could step up and draw a charge on that.
No question about it. And as you go along, the scouting, the film never lies. And these coaches, especially in the SEC, Southern Conference as well, they get the personality traits out of the players. And they say, Oquendo, he's going to put his head down, he's going to go step in from the weak side, cut him off and draw that charge.
Georgia turns it over as Patterson comes into forecourt. Godwin, you know, Larson wants the three for the lead, and he gets it. Ryan Larson with 8. What a game.
Good ball reversal. That 4-0 run by Georgia felt like it was going to be insurmountable.
No doubt.
Wofford just answers back. And Larson, heady play right there.
It's like Slon said, after those first few minutes, as Oquendo misses, and it was 9-3, then the 10-0 run. I mean, 4's been the biggest margin we've seen. Terriers by 1. Bigelow for his second 3. It's short. Oquendo flying in high for the board. Georgia's secondary transition. Oquendo, right 3, no. Bigelow boards. So Wofford with a second opportunity to extend this 1-point lead.
I thought that was a good 3 by Bigelow. He's missed 5 in a row. Just not there. Quick shot in the possession. Be a little patient. Try to find your guys. Who you shooters are.
Luke Turner. Nice feed underneath for Godwin. He's a good post player. He's got 8 points, averages 7.3, but without the injured Messiah Jones, I think Godwin's a guy who might could get up to double digits.
He's going to have to step up. Their coaching staff said he was a little overwhelmed in South Carolina because they're big bodies. I mean, plays toughen up their defense. 7 turnovers for Georgia already this half.
Here's Jackson Enter to break Georgia within 1. Won't go. Bridges, terrific play underneath. Braylon Bridges now with 7 points going to the offensive window. It's his first offensive board, 3rd overall. Now Jay McCauley in his 3rd year. Tom Creek, 22 years as a head coach, looking for his 400th overall win. Marquette, Indiana, and Georgia. Terriers by 1. Matt with a nice pass. Open 3, Klesmit won't go. Georgia rebounds with number 0, Jalen Ingram. He had the Bulldogs' first 2 buckets. And Abdur-Rahim takes steps.
Georgia. Yeah, they got a good. Georgia got to stop there. Klesmit got a wide open 3, couldn't nail it. Georgia got to feel good about it. Cook, Abdur-Rahim had a hot hand in the first half. Try to give him an opportunity, but got a little anxious there.
Yeah, and I know that's what, especially as a coach, you get that chance down 1, you feel like I want to at least get a shot up.
That's right.
They didn't. Let's see if Wofford can extend this 1-point lead. Patterson. Mack and Bridges, they've had a great battle today. Open 3, Larson, yes! Larson with 11. These guys can flat out shoot the basketball.
Great job by Mack. He really felt it in the post, didn't really have anything. Bridges is playing him good D. The defender on Larson went halfway to no man's land. Quick kick out, Larson, easy shot.
10-2 run for the Terriers since Georgia took a 44-40 lead. Ingram with 8 to shoot. Abdur-Rahim guarded by Patterson. Spin move through a double, finishes with the left hand, and Jabri Abdur-Rahim having his coming out party today.
Really good game, good patience right there. Did a nice job, waited, didn't fake the shot, good dribble drive and finish. Left-hander in the lane.
I think he just hit it with the P word there, patience, as Safford's 3 rattles out. And Bridges with the board. And wait and see what the officials say here. We had a couple players hit the deck. I don't know if this is perhaps a warning.
And a warning to Eder. Eder got knocked down. I didn't see the play live, but Eder felt like he was pushed down, and maybe it was something that he felt like it's been happening throughout the game. Voiced his displeasure to the official, and the official put a little warning in the book.
So Eder and Safford, Safford limped around a little bit. I think he might have stepped on Eder's foot. Do the old quick ankle roll. 50-48, Wofford leading Georgia. Great game here this afternoon in Athens. Cook to Ingram down the lane, stripped from behind, out of bounds, and that is a great late play by Morgan Safford. He was beat on the play.
He really was. Again, good action by Georgia. Again, overload one side, 3 guys, create a 2-man game on the weak side. Ingram's going to dribble drive. If the defender sucks in off a Dor Rahim, he's going to kick to Dor Rahim for a 3. No defender comes, he's taking it all the way to the hole.
Ingram on the inbounds, down the baseline. It goes, and we are tied. So Ingram with 9, it is 50-50. Well, it was 40-40, now it's 50-50. 8 minutes and 40 seconds to play. Barn burner. Great way to cap off this Thanksgiving weekend. Klesmit with an angle, and the pass. Patterson's 3 won't go, and Abdur Rahim to the window. Here's Cook, lowered the shoulder. That'll be offensive. It will. I think that's one for officials, for players, for coaches. With the shoulders lowered, that's an easy call.
It is. And it should be automatic. Again, it's an advantage to the offensive player. Get displacement, get leverage, not right, not the game of basketball. But Georgia's 13 turnovers for the game, 9 this half. It's kept them from building any kind of lead and any kind of momentum in this game.
Tom Crean saying we are giving away too many possessions. Here's B.J. Mack. Patterson used up his dribble. Bigelow back to Klesmit with 12 to shoot. Coming up on the 8-minute mark. A 50-50 tie. Mack drives in against Ingram. Back to the basket. There's the window.
There you go. Way to use that glass. They got the switch again. You got a perimeter guy on him. You knew Ingram's got 3 fouls. He's going to attack him here. Smart play by Mack, the junior.
Slime, these lead changes and ties, we might get up to 30 combined by the time this one's over.
That's all right with me. Good day to call. Good basketball game.
You got that right. Cook for the lead. No good. And it's Bigelow to the boards. So Wofford with the ball up by 2. Klesmit, nifty move. Pass. Cook. Yes, and the foul. Max Klesmit will step to the line to put Wofford up 5 when we return on the SEC Network. And Wofford with a flurry of makes to take the lead.
Their offense is going to have a lot of threes incorporated in their scheme. It's 7 threes so far in this basketball game, a little below their average actually. 7 for 26, but they're hitting important ones at the right time. Larson with the 2 big ones in this half to give the Wofford Terriers a 4-point lead.
The volume of shots, 7 of 26, not the percentage Jay McCauley wants, 27%, but Georgia, 9 second-half turnovers. Slon, as you pointed out, unable to make Wofford pay.
Yeah, they made a 1-4 run, took the 4-point lead, and they just keep hurting themselves with these turnovers. And right there, the game is such a fine line. Cook has a wide open 3. It looks like it's going in, goes in and out of the net. Could have put them up 1. Instead, Wofford comes down the court in a fast break. Klesmit's got a chance to put them up 5. So swings on one possession.
Yeah, that's a 6-point swing right there. 3 that doesn't go down, and then the 3-point play on the other end. So it's the Terriers by 5, and this is Wofford's biggest lead. Georgia needing a bucket right here. Christian Wright, the freshman. Off the Ingram. Let's see if Georgia tries to work one for Bridges. Quindo with the drive. Wright with 5 to shoot. To the rack. Charge. No basket. Nice touch, but they'll wave it off.
Georgia's thinking he was inside the circle when he took it. I thought it was late too. We'll see. Close call right there.
And that is Wright's 4th. Tight when Jay McCauley just double fist pump there. And well, we talked about the 30-second violation, players taking charges. Coaches love that too.
That's right. So you got a chance to go 3 possessions here for Wofford. This is a big possession for them offensively.
Klesmit with the drive and the finish. He's got 11. And it's Wofford by 7.
Georgia needs to be patient here, work the ball around the perimeter like they are, try to get Bridges an inside touch, get a high percentage shot going.
He's surprised Abdur Rahim's not in. He's been Georgia's hot hand. That's going to be a push in the back on Mack. That'll be his second. And Abdur Rahim will come in now. He's Georgia's leading scorer today with 14 points. Wofford by 7. This game was tied at 40. Wofford went up 47-44 after Georgia scored 4 in a row. It was tied at 50, and now the Terriers on a 7-0 run. And Wofford, 3 Terrier starters shoot 90% plus from the foul line as this clock ticks down. Certainly something to keep in mind.
Godwin's back in the game with his 4 fouls.
Abdur Rahim with the 3.
There he is.
Coach, get me back in there.
Absolutely. Great decision. Get the assistant, the coaching staff, getting him back in the basketball game.
Against Slide. He had 25 points all year. He's got 17 here today.
He's had a heck of a game, shooting it well.
Klesmit to answer. That one's short. Georgia can make it a 1-possession game. A lob for Ingram running. Oh, he pulls it out and throws it away. I wonder if Eder's standing up cheering. If Ingram thought he was in the game?
He might have. Yeah, it was just, boy.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. He was point blank and didn't take the shot.
I don't think he had his footwork down, but they had numbers and they had momentum right there. That's a big possession.
10th turnover this second half. Godwin back in with the 4 fouls. The drive by Klesmit. It's knocked away by Oquendo. Right out running. That's a terrific play by Larson off of the Bulldogs, and it'll be Terriers basketball. And that is one where Ryan Larson, just with hustle off his fingertips, creates the turnover.
Well, that high basketball IQ, he noticed it. He saw the fast break developing. He saw that just enough arc in the pass that he can get in that passing lane and get a deflection. Smart play.
That's one like a safety. You better lay out and tip it. There's nobody back behind you.
But he read it. He knew he had a chance at it. And that was the right call. Coach Green knew it was the right call, too. His wife didn't. Mrs. Green was very upset about the call. She got on the big board for voicing her displeasure, but Coach Green did agree with the official on that one.
Klesmit with the drive and the finish, and their dynamic duo of Klesmit and Larson, they have heated up in the first half. They had a combined 5 points in the first half. They now have a combined 24. And there's the finish from Oquendo.
Well, one thing when you play Georgia, you've been prepared for those back cuts coming out of there on the false fake screens. Great job, great pass by Christian Wright. Oquendo with a momentum dunk. Get the crowd fired up again.
59-55, Wofford by 4. Klesmit.
The switch, Mack has got Oquendo down the low post, see if they get the ball to him.
They do. He hesitated a bit and got away with a walk. Georgia gets the turnover anyways.
He missed the pass back out to Klesmit. Klesmit was wide open.
Here's Ingram with the drive, back to the basket. Oquendo, Ingram back to the basket, faces up, loses a handle, gets it back, 14-footer in the lane, it's good. So Ingram and the turnovers killing Georgia in the second half.
They really have. Boy, that's so frustrating. Design a good out-of-bounds play, and then a foolish foul right at half court right there. Oh, freshman basketball right there. Bad pass, bad foul.
He's fouled out of the game, so Georgia will go to Aaron Cook. And you get, used to be a full minute. I believe they say 30 seconds now for the foul out.
I think it cut down even 20, even more. I'm glad they cut it.
Yes.
I always try to take advantage of it when I was coaching, but really, let's play, all right?
No doubt.
Don't make it an extra timeout.
This game's had a great flow to it.
Right.
It's been a lot of fun here today. Wofford, a perennial contender in the Southern Conference. The Terriers made it to the NCAA tournament 2010, 2011, 2014, 2015. Had that phenomenal year in 2019, 30-5, 18-0 in the SoCon. Had a couple of famous wins at North Carolina. So they have been on this stage before.
Yeah, they felt they had a chance to beat Clemson earlier in the season. Down 1 with 38 seconds to go and couldn't get a late stop. So they're there. They're a good team, good challenge for Georgia today.
Klesmit now with 14, and he is automatic at the line. Came in shooting 93.8% from the stripe, and that number going up as he is 5 for 5. So Georgia down 6. Cook, it's one of those you don't need to press or panic or anything, but you do need to have some urgency. Abdur Rahim, he's been the guy for Georgia today. In traffic it goes. He's got 19, and to repeat, had 25 points on the year coming in.
Again, really good possession right there. Space the court, he had a size advantage on his defender, and was patient. Didn't force anything. Got a great high percentage shot.
With the fouls on the bench, so Georgia with Ingram in the lineup. Here's Godwin facing up against Ingram, who's essentially playing the 5. Godwin, the left-hander. He's got 10. He's the 4th Terrier to get into double figures. And hey, when you're playing with the lead, you can change baskets all day long.
You know, that steal and that bucket, Mac may not get back in the game. Georgia with 5 perimeter players on the court. No more Bridges, no McMillan, nobody inside. 5 perimeter guys.
Ingram listed at 6'7". Abdur Rahim, the dribble drive into a double with contact, and he will step to the line to shoot a pair. Abdur Rahim, as we said, with an excellent stroke. He's the tallest player listed at 6'8", but more of a perimeter player. So if you were doing the, we got a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5, the Bulldogs would say, well, Jalen Ingram's playing the 5 right now.
And Georgia's shown that lineup a few times this year. Sometimes out of necessity, foul trouble, and they're going to play small here, hopefully defensively. But again, Jay McCauley, being the coach he is, sees the advantage the other end. Here we go, Mac coming back in for Godwin. Great job by Godwin. He's got to feel good about it. His teammates are going to reward him. That big steal he had and the low post bucket right there, 4 fouls on him. That's an outstanding job by Godwin.
So Mac back in, and as Slime pointed out, Bridges on the bench for Georgia. You would bet that they're going to go inside as Abdur Rahim misses the second one and let Mac at least get 1 touch and play that inside-out game.
Up 2 possessions. Might as well do it. Georgia's going to go zone here. 2-3 with a small line. Smart move by Coach Green. Goes zone, but Wofford's going to milk that clock. They're going to put their zone offense in here, try to get their shooters a shot.
Larson with a good fake into the corner. The 3 ball won't go from Patterson, and Georgia on the boards with Oquendo. Dogs can make it a 1-possession game. Oquendo quickly to the rack, and another turnover. 105 seconds to go, and the turnovers have spelled Georgia's demise thus far. 14 in the second half.
Brutal. Yeah, again, a great opportunity. Got numbers in transition. And Larson had a penetration. He missed Kletsmith. Went to Patterson on the penetrating pitch against the zone. See if he can find his guy.
And the pass too far for Mac. That's not a horrible possession for Wofford. The Terriers did take 25 seconds off the clock.
That's right. So again, you're trying to minimize it, but the problem here is Georgia needs a good, clean possession here. The high percentage shot got Bridges back in. They're going to put Godwin on him instead of Mac down the low post. It's like Coach McCauley's going to play a little offense, defense down the stretch. Again, Georgia can get it back to 1 possession with a good possession here.
Points off turnovers +9 for Wofford, and the Terriers +10 in the turnover department. Long 3, good! Aaron Cook with just his 2nd basket of the game, and he delivers when the Dogs need him the most.
Now Cook downtown, he's made some big shots already early in the season for Georgia, and that was the biggest one so far. Got the crowd on their feet, got a big defensive possession, back to man for Georgia.
50 and 18 on the clocks. Godwin, Klesmit, no, and Georgia can tie it with a 2. Cook stops, the feed too far, another turnover. 19th turnover of the game for Georgia, the 15th of the second half, and another one of those spots where Georgia didn't even get a shot on.
That's just so frustrating. There's 2 last 3 possessions right there. Well, you had numbers, you're moving it, you had momentum, and just throw the ball away. Georgia with the full court press going. Trying to make Wofford work right here.
Safford trying to get it in, having some trouble. And here's where we talk about that game of attrition. The excellent free throw shooters. Larson coming down into forecourt. Georgia's going to make Wofford shoot it. There's just an 8-second differential, game clock, shot clock. So the Terriers with the ball up to 23 and 15 on the clocks. Wofford will want Klesmit and Larson handling the ball. Here's Klesmit driving, no, but Abdur Rahim. Here's Cook with 13 seconds. He's trapped up high. That clock ticking down to 10. Georgia taking a lot of time. Ingram will score with 8 seconds. I think that's a.
And they're going to Wofford's going to switch.
And here's Oquendo. No foul. Oquendo can tie it. He finally takes the shot and missed it.